गुरुदेव कृपा बिंदु दिया करे दासे ऋणापेक्षायति 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 सकल सहने बल दिया कर 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 निज मने स्पृहाहीन निज मने स्पृहाहीन निज मने स्पृहाहीन निज मने स्पृहाहीन सकले सम्मान करिते सकति देहनाथ यथायथ सकले सम्मान करिते सकति देहनाथ যথাযথ সকলে সম্মান করিতে সকতি দেহনাথ যথাযথ সকলে সম্মান করিতে সকতি দেহনাথ যথাযথ তবে তো গাইব হরি নাম সুখে 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 অপরাধ হবে হত অপরাধ হবে হত অপরাধ হবে হত অপরাধ হবে হত হবে হেন কৃপা লভিয়ায়ে জন কৃতার্থ হইবে নাথ হবে হেন কৃপা লভিয়ায়ে জন কৃতার্থ হইবে কৃপা লভিয়ায়ে জন কৃতার্থ হইবে নাথ কবে হেন কৃপা লভিয়ায়ে জন কৃতার্থ হইবে নাথ শক্তি বুদ্ধিহীন আমি অতি দিন 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 পরমরে আত্মসাৎ পরমরে আত্মসাৎ আর করমরে আত্মসাৎ করমরে আত্মসাৎ জগতা বিচারে কিছু নাহি পাই তোমার করুণা জগতা বিচারে কিছু নাহি পাই তোমার করুণা জগতা বিচারে কিছু নাই নাহি পাই তোমার করুণা জগতা বিচারে কিছু নাহি পাই তোমার করুণা করুণা না হইলে কাঁদিয়া কাঁদিয়া করুণা না হইলে কান্দিয়া কান্দিয়া করুণা না হইলে কাঁদিয়া কাঁদিয়া করুণা না হইলে কান্দিয়া কান্দিয়া প্রাণ না রাখিব প্রাণ না রাখিব আর প্রাণ না রাখিব প্রাণ না রাখিব গুরুদেব কৃপা বিন্দু দিয়া করে দাসে লীলাপেক্ষায় দীন গুরুদেব কৃপা বিন্দু দিয়া করে দাসে লীলাপেক্ষায় দীন আর লীলাপেক্ষায় দীন আর লীলাপেক্ষায় দীন জয় গুরুদেবা 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 জয় গুরুদেবা জয় গুরুদেবা 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 জয় জয় গুরুদেব 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 জয় গুরুদেব গুরুদেব গুরুদেব
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hope and pray that all of you must have a wonderful journey at the Viharvan, where Krishna and the cowherd boys play so many wonderful games at the Viharvan. That is one of his favorite place. So we will be reading the Vision of the Universal from chapter 8 from Krishna book. Both Krishna and Balram were so restless that their mother Yashoda and Rohini would try to protect them from cows, bulls, monkeys, water, fire, and birds, while they were executing their household duties, always being anxious to protect the children and to execute their duties. They were not very tranquil. In a very short time, both Krishna and Balram began to stand up and slightly move on their legs. When Krishna and Balram began to walk, other friends of the same age joined them, and together they began to give the highest transcendental pleasure to the gopis, specifically to the mother Yashoda and Rohini. All the gopi friends of Yashoda and Rohini enjoyed the naughty, childish activities of Krishna and Balram in Vrindavan. In order to enjoy further transcendental bliss, they all assembled and went to Mother Yashoda to lodge complaints against the restless boys. When Krishna was sitting before Mother Yashoda, all the elderly gopis began to lodge complaints against him so that Krishna could hear. They said, quote, "Dear Yashoda, why don't you restrict your naughty Krishna? He comes to our houses along with Balram every morning and evening. And before the milking of the cows, they let loose the cows, and the cows drink all the milk of the cows. So when we go to milk the cows, we find no milk, and we have to return with empty pots. If we warn Krishna and Balram about doing this, they simply smile charmingly. We cannot do anything. Also, your Krishna and Balram find great pleasure in stealing our stock of yogurt and butter from wherever we keep it. When Krishna and Balram are caught stealing the yogurt and butter, they say, quote, "Why do you charge us with stealing? Do you think that butter and yogurt are in scarcity in our house?" Unquote. Sometimes they steal butter, yogurt, and milk and distribute them to the monkeys. And when the monkeys are well fed and do not take any more, then your boys chide, quote, "This milk and butter and yogurt are useless. Even the monkeys won't take it," unquote. And they break the pots and throw them hither and thither. If we keep our stock of yogurt, butter, and milk in a solitary dark place, your Krishna and Balram find it in the darkness by glaring effulgence of the ornaments and jewel on their bodies. If by chance they cannot find the hidden butter and yogurt, they go to our little babies and pinch their bodies so that they cry, and then they go away. If we keep our stock of butter and yogurt high on the ceiling, hanging on a swing, although it is beyond their reach, they arrange to reach it by piling all kinds of wooden crates over the grinding machines. And if they cannot reach, they make a hole in the pot. We think, therefore, that you better take all the jewel ornaments from the bodies of your children. But Badbasis is not aware that Krishna's effulgence is so powerful, more than the jewels. On hearing this, Yashoda would say, quote, "All right, I will take all the jewels from Krishna so that he cannot see the butter hidden in the darkness," unquote. Then the gopis would say, quote, no, don't do this. What good will you do by taking away the jewels? We do not know what kind of boys these are, but even without ornaments, they spread some kind of effulgence. So even in the darkness, they can see everything, unquote. Then Mother Yashoda would inform them, quote, "All right, keep your butter and yogurt carefully so that they may not reach it," unquote. In reply to this, the gopi says, quote, "Yes, actually we do so. But because we are sometimes engaged in our household duties, these naughty boys enter our house somehow or other and spoil everything. Sometimes being unable to steal our butter and yogurt out of anger, they pass urine on the clean floor and sometimes spit on it. Just see your boy now. He is hearing this complaint. All day they simply make arrangements to steal our butter and yogurt. And now they are sitting just like very silent good boys. Just see his face," Unquote. When Mother Yasoda thought to chastise her boy, after hearing all the complaints, she saw his pitiable face and smiling, she did not chastise him. Another day, when Krishna and Balram were playing with their friends, all the boys joined Balram and told Mother Yasoda that Krishna had eaten clay. On hearing this, Mother Yasoda caught hold of Krishna's hand and said, quote, "My dear Krishna, why have you eaten earth in a solitary place? Just see, all your friends, including Balram, are complaining about you." Unquote. Being afraid of the mother, Krishna replied, quote, "My dear mother, all these boys, including my elder brother Balram, are speaking lies against me. I have never eaten clay. My elder brother Balram, while playing with me today, became angry, and therefore he has joined with the other boys to complain against me. They have all combined together to complain, so you will be angry and chastise me. If you think they are truthful, then you can look within my mouth to see whether I have taken clay or not." Unquote. His mother replied, quote, "All right, if you have actually not taken any clay, then just open your mouth, I shall see." Unquote. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna was so ordered by his mother, he immediately opened his mouth just like an ordinary boy. Then Mother Yasoda saw within that mouth the complete opulence of creation. She saw the entire outer space in all directions: mountains, islands, oceans, seas, planets, air, fire, moon and stars. Along with the moon and the stars, she also saw the entire elements: water, sky, the extensive ethereal existence, along with the total ego and the product of the sense and the controller of the senses. All the demigods, the object of the senses like sound, smell, etc., and the three qualities of material nature. She also could perceive that within his mouth were all living entities: eternal time, material nature, spiritual nature, activity, consciousness, and different forms of whole creation. Yasoda could find within the mouth of her child everything necessary for cosmic manifestation. She also saw within his mouth herself taking Krishna on her lap and having him sucking her breast. Upon seeing all this, she became struck with awe and began to wonder whether she were dreaming or actually seeing something extraordinary. She concluded that she was either dreaming or seeing the play of illusory energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. She thought that she had become mad, mentally deranged, to see all those wonderful things. Then she thought, quote, "It may be cosmic mystic power attained by my child, and therefore I'm perplexed by such vision within his mouth. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead." under whose energy bodily self and bodily possessions are concealed. Unquote. She then said, quote, "Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto him, under whose illusory energy I'm thinking that Nand Maharaj is my husband and Krishna is my son, that all the properties of Nand Maharaj belong to me, and that all the cowherd men and women are my subjects. All this misconception is due to the illusory energy of the Supreme Lord. So let me pray to him that he may protect me always." While Mother Yashoda was thinking in this high philosophical way, Lord Krishna again expanded his internal energy just to bewilder her with material affection. Immediately, Mother Yashoda forgot all philosophical speculations and accepted Krishna as her own child. She took him on her lap and became overwhelmed with material affection. She thus began to think, quote, "Krishna is not understandable to the masses through the gross process of knowledge, but he can be received through the Upanishad and the Vedanta or mystic yoga system and Sankhya philosophy." Unquote. Then she began to think of the Supreme Personality Godhead as her own begotten child. Certainly, Mother Yashoda had executed many pious activities, as a result of which she got the absolute truth, Supreme Personality of Godhead, as her son, who sucked milk from her breast. Similarly, Nand Maharaj also must have performed many great sacrifices and pious activities for Lord Krishna to become his son and addressed him as father. But it is surprising that Vasudeva and Devaki did not enjoy the transcendental bliss of Krishna's childhood pastimes, although Krishna was their real son. The childhood pastime of Krishna are glorified even today by many sages and saintly persons. But Vasudeva and Devaki could not enjoy such childhood pastime personally. The reason for this was explained by Sukadeva Goswami to Maharaj Pariksit as follows. So listen attentively. When the best of the Vashus of the name Drona, along with his wife Dhara, were ordered to increase progeny by Lord Brahma, they said unto him, quote, "Dear father, we are seeking your benedictions." Unquote. Drona and Dhara then took benedictions from Brahma that in the future, when they would take birth again within the universe, the Supreme Lord Krishna, in his most attractive future of childhood, would absorb their whole attention. Their dealing with Krishna would be so powerful that simply by hearing of Krishna's childhood activities with them, anyone could very easily cross over the nations of birth and death. That's the reason Prabhupada gave the Krishna book before he finished Srimad Bhagavatam. He don't want to miss that opportunity to give it to all of us, the good fortune. Just simply by hearing, we can get delivered. Lord Brahma agreed to give them the benedictions, and as a result, the same Drona appeared as Nand Maharaj in Vrindavan, and the same Dara appeared as Mother Yashoda, the wife of Nand Maharaj. So in this way, Nand Maharaj and his wife, Mother Yashoda, developed their unalloyed devotion for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Having gotten him as their son, and all the gopis and cowherdmen who were associates of Krishna naturally developed their own different feelings of love for Krishna. Therefore, just to fulfill the benedictions of Lord Brahma, Lord Krishna appeared along with his plenary expansions Balram and performed all kinds of childhood pastimes in order to increase the transcendental pleasure of all residents of Vrindavan. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 8th chapter of Krishna, titled Vision of the Universal Form. So thank you very much again for joining this beautiful morning from Bihar 1. With those thoughts, always remain happy, jubilant, and totally fearless. And whoever you come across, give them a kind word that their life becomes successful, joyful, and with no fear in their life. With those thoughts, I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the dusk of these wonderful Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who take austerity to join every morning from Aurora, Illinois, Cartondale, India, New York, New Jersey, Virginia, Boston, Boise, Atlanta, Tempe, Phoenix, College Station, Austin, San Jose, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago, Naperville, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Baltimore, Baton Rouge, Portland, Orlando, Jacksonville, Ohio, St. Louis, New Delhi, Loganville, California, and Badrinath. Thank you very much. If Krishna so desire, we'll be able to see you tomorrow morning at 2 o'clock. If not, then you can join at your convenient time. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much for joining.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Prabhu.